Hello, this is Crypto Neptune, and in today's video, we're going to talk about how Zebec Network just supercharged because of its strategic partnership with NatPay. So let's go ahead and roll this clip.
NatPay was probably one of our most important partnerships this year at Zebec. They are a critical partner for us in all of our off-chain payments. And NatPay, being the only payroll processor in the FedNow program, ensures that Zebec can maintain our instant payroll flow across all the spectrum of payroll payments, from stablecoin to digital wallet, and eventually to an employee's bank account in near real time, thanks to the power of the FedNow system. Our integration with NatPay bridges the best of both worlds. You get real-time borderless stablecoins streaming on-chain, connected directly into the Federal Reserve's probably most significant innovation in the past 50 years when you think about it, the FedNow system, which lets consumers access payments on a 24/7, 365 basis. And it's integrations like this, which put Zebec's rails at the cutting edge of PayFi and opens us up to even larger institutional flows with time. Of course, also thanks to our partners at Assure, who we've been working with for years now, and would love to welcome Jay to the show.
Yeah, so that's a great breakdown by Simon. But basically, by having the partnership with NatPay, that gives them an instant link into FedNow, which allows them to stream stablecoins right through those rails. And he brought up a great point as well because of the NatPay partnership. It opens up big opportunities for more institutional involvement with Zebec Network. So this here is what I would like to say a slam dunk partnership and a shot in the arm or a supercharge to what Zebec Network is trying to do, as they are a Web3 company bridging the gap with Web2. And it's just a smart play the way Zebec has continued to build out. You don't have to be the best in the room, but why not partner with the best? And that's what they're doing. They're going out partnering with all these payroll companies. And when it comes to integrating Web2 payroll into blockchain technology, Zebec Network is going to be at the forefront, and all clients, institutions, they're going to want to work with Zebec Network. But again, a great thing here. But there's more to the story because there was something mind blowing, and it was kind of big time. It was said by NatPay themselves, talking about how big of a market share they are trying to tap into. So let's roll this clip.
And anybody else in this space. So we're kind of looking at, trying to get to an 80% market share. And we think we're going to be very close to that in the next year or so.
Incredible. And so with that, what kind of compliance considerations are arising? We're talking about like instant money movement now. Like, what are you having to adjust when it comes to that side of things?
Well, there's, we're part of an aging process. So we're a 35-year-old technology company that happened to be the first people to offer direct deposit in the United States. And to that, we've added other solutions, which most of everything focuses on having data, live data, and movable data, which kind of ties into everything that we do. So everything is all about auditing and capabilities of instantly providing data access points for regulatory, whether it be NACHA, whether it be a state, whatever it might be. That gives us really the edge in the market. We can tell you on a spot time and a real-time basis where everything is moving, where it's gone, and provide that to the compliance using a third-party process.
Yeah, so that is big news there. So NatPay plans to get 80% of the market share, which is huge. So imagine the continued evolution of the partnership of Zebec Network and NatPay. That's just going to put more and more payroll streams. That's going to put more and more uses on ZBCN as well. But this is some great information. And to be partnered with somebody that has 80% of the market share is mind blowing. And if you show that you're able to handle the payroll streams, paying employees by the second this way with a client that's big, then other clients and more clients will roll in. So this is a great litmus test, I would like to say, for Zebec Network being partnered with NatPay. And he mentioned in the video too that this is an older company. This business started. It's an ACH leader. It started in 1991. Leader in ACH and document distribution solutions, processing 153 billion annually for 278,000 ACH clients nationwide. So that's how big of a deal NatPay is, and they're compliant. He just said it in the spaces there, and I'm glad they came onto the spaces. But he basically said, "Yeah, we are compliant, and we can tell you at a drop of a hat where everything is, where all the money's moving, and that's key. You want to not only do you want to be have the market share, but you want to have that security. You want to be compliant. You want to do things the right way, and they've done it for oh, well over they've done it for a long time. So they're a well established company, and it's just again, it's just it. The more and more you find out about what Zebec is trying to do, the more excited you get about it, as they're just trying to be a payment partner. Sure, they've made their acquisitions, the PayBridge acquisition, and the whole thing with Science Card and all that stuff, and they've done all that, but to also just say, hey, we're okay with just acquiring market share by essentially just partnering with all these top businesses, and it's an absolute game changer. And let's see, what else do we have? So I wanted to share this also. So this is the NHL. So this was the NHL game, and this is the NHL website, or this is their official YouTube channel for the NHL. And it is awesome to see Zebec right there on the ice. So the advertisements on the ice, they change and flash. They alternate every few minutes. But if you see this clip, I just kind of watched it all the way through. But it was cool to see Zebec kind of showcased periodically through this through the game. So this is pretty cool. So, but yeah, you can come here to. This was the game on November 29th, the Mammoth versus the Blues, and it's on the NHL official YouTube page. Come here, and you'll notice Zebec several times. It'll be here on the other side of the ice when the players go up and down. Well, let me see. Let me see if I can find another one real quick. Let's see, without the sound. Yep, right here, up here at the top here. There's another one. I saw Zebec. It was over here too, where it says the joint. It moved there throughout the video. But yeah, I will let you come here and have fun. But it is good to see that when Zebec says they're going to do something, they're going to do it. And they, without a doubt, were able to get advertisement with the NHL and the NBA as well. So this is definitely cool to see. Uphold is also doing the partnership as well with the NHL and NBA. So cool stuff there. Yeah, and then real quick, on the day we are up 5.43%, so looking pretty good there. Currently at a $230 million market cap, up over 89,000 holders. So that is good to see as the community continues to grow. And then let's see. North Shore says ZBCN is a long-term play. The volume will come. Buy and hold, repeat. Yeah, so that's a cool message there. And then let's see. ZBCN, there is nothing like it. ZBCN, so much going on around this project, and just looking at the consistent holders, organic growth. We all should be happy to be this early. Yes, good to be early on a project. Sub a billion, potential for more X's. That's why I'm looking at these mid. I call them mid caps, but I look at these mid caps because they're established projects with a lot of potential in utility, and if adopted, far as a full on uses of the network, then you could stand to make some nice life changing gains. So that's why I don't talk about too much like extremely high cap coins because they've already ran. So that's why I talk about Zebec Network, and I like what the leadership team is doing too. And also the Pirates are it's a great community. So I hope you gained some value from this video as we broke down the whole partnership with NatPay and what that means, them getting 80% of the market share and the potential impact that's going to have on Zebec Network. So the sky's the limit, and we sprinkled in the NHL highlights showing the Zebec website on the ice, which was pretty cool. I want to thank you for listening to this video, and thanks for stopping by.